I was recently asked how I come up with video topics, especially since I put out so many videos on LynnTerry.tv. So I thought I would just answer that question because I know content can be tough. Topics for blogs, topics for podcasts, topics for newsletters, topics for videos, of course, just practically anything that you're producing. And it really boils down to knowing your audience, knowing what they would be interested in, and of course doing things like keyword research, market research, having your finger on the pulse of the market. So what's new, what's hot, what people are talking about, what's going on in the world, what's going on specifically in your market. But I really just want to address the specific question of how do I come up with ideas for my videos? Because it's kind of a unique thing having a personal video blog versus having, business videos or having a business blog. So basically with a personal video blog, it's really easy because I can pretty much just talk about whatever I'm thinking, whatever's going on in my life, whatever's on my mind that day. So that just makes it super easy. But there are times I don't necessarily have a topic in mind. The way that I started my personal video blog was my very first post, was my very first video, of course, was a call out for questions. And I did a Kindle giveaway. That was the very first post, and I basically said, to enter into the drawing for the Kindle, all you have to do is ask me a question. And so I have hundreds of questions because there were hundreds of entries. So I can just refer back to those anytime I don't have a topic and just pick a question to answer, which is really fun. I really like doing the Q&A. It's probably more than anything. And then, of course, I get questions sometimes in random conversations I'm having across Facebook or Twitter or Google Plus or whatever. And I think, I can answer that here, or I can go shoot a video real quick and talk about it a little bit in detail. So that's always fun too, and that's a good way to come up with ideas for videos. But like I said, it's really easy with a personal video blog because I basically just plop down, turn on the camera and say, hey, how are you? And talk about whatever's on my mind that day. And I like that. I love the personal side of it. I love just being myself, and I love sharing myself with you. But when it comes to business, I know it's completely different, and coming up with topics sometimes can be really hard. It's something I'm actually pretty good at. I'm about to celebrate 15 full years of doing business online, and a lot of that has revolved around content, around high quality content. And I just released my stats for last year on clicknews.com, which is my primary blog where I talk about online marketing and internet business. The cool thing is that I've never been hit by a Panda update or a Google algorithm or anything like that that has affected so many other people's sites and traffic and rankings and all that, because I put out quality content, I put out linkable content. It's basically link bait or share bait, and that's kind of the important thing behind content. As for my video blogs, since they're so personal, that's not necessarily the case. So there's a big divide really between personal blogs and between business type stuff that I do. And the marketing is completely different, the objective is completely different, etc. But coming up with ideas in general, keyword research is important. Q&A is really good too. If you frequent forums, or if you go to Yahoo Answers, which is answers.yahoo.com, or if you are involved in Facebook groups, etc., watch what people are discussing and just kind of get involved in the conversation via your content. So you create videos, or you create blog posts, or write newsletters based on conversations that are already going on in the niche or in the market. And that way you can put your content out on your site, and you can also respond to the content that you find on the Q&A sites and things like that. So lots of different ways. I'm actually in the process of releasing a very detailed guide on the topic that just goes step by step through all of the resources and ideas and all of the ways to come up with really good topic ideas, whether they're hot topics or evergreen content or what have you. And that's another thing you should consider always when you're creating a piece of content. Is this something that I want to make a big splash, that I want to do a hot topic or big discussion on that's hot right now? Or is this something that I want to be able to rip the date stamp off of and it be relevant 5 years from now? That's always a good thing to keep in mind as well. Anyway, with a personal video blog, like I said, it's super easy because I just talk about whatever. But when it comes to business, it can be a little more difficult. If you're interested in the guide, I am releasing it very soon. It is easyuniquecontent.com, and it's going to be exactly that, how to come up with easy, unique content. I'm actually doing a super good deal, special offer to the people who are on the notification list before it goes on sale publicly. So if you're interested and you want to get a good deal on it, definitely make sure you're on the list at easyuniquecontent.com. In the meantime, leave me a comment. I would love to hear how you come up with topics for your videos, or for your blog posts, or your newsletters, or whatever it is you're publishing, podcasts, webinars, etc. How do you come up with your topics?